So I know y'all keep seeing all of these videos that's talking about how YouTube is promoting small creators and they're helping small creators to grow fast. I want to help you and I want to help you now, and just let me share my story and I'll show you how. All right, Dr. Seuss, look at that. I ain't even know. I was trying to rhyme. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Quenisha Ken and Will. And today we're going to get into how y'all can grow y'all channel. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it today. So at one point, I was one of those OG doing wig reviews. I was getting AliExpress, all of these different hair companies to send me hair, and I was doing hair reviews and getting paid from it. Okay. And so I was one of them OG, you know what I'm saying, content creators. I've been on YouTube a long time, 10 years, but off of it for a few years because life happened and I started working in the TV and film business as well as being a wardrobe stylist. Now, I don't look like it right now because I don't care. I've moved on in life to where I show up the way that I want to show up, and I want to show up with value without having to worry about, let me do this to myself, let me do this to myself, because perfectionism is what has got me into this place that I am in the first place. Now, this channel, it might not look like it's doing too much, but trust me, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up. So I decided once I've been taking a break from working in the TV and film business because for those of you who don't know, if you do know, during the pandemic, we got shut down. Then we had the writer strike. Then we had the actors SAG strike. So y'all, that's a whole nother thing, but that's why I am back, because I also feel like I've been letting the creative side of me down. I haven't been creating as much as I should be, and I just want to be back on here talking to y'all. So let's get into the first thing that you need to do. The first thing that you need to do, because a lot of people are going to tell you what you should be doing in order to figure out your skills, in order to figure out how you should be showing up. In order to grow, you need to be showing up consistently. You need to be showing up consistently, and you need to have a plan. Now, when I first got my first viral video on YouTube, it was about life tummy tea. And at the time, this is during the beginning stages of Instagram. I did not know anything about life tummy tea. I just knew it was trending. I knew that it was what was popping. So I said, you know what? How about I document my journey on that? How about I talk about this life tummy tea and give somebody a review, because somebody's going to want to watch it. It might be one person, it might be two, but I'm going to document the process. And this is how we're going to make this happen. So I was sitting in my apartment, because I was in the dorm my freshman year at my college. We could have apartments. So I was in an apartment, and I went into the bathroom. I opened up, I think it was my computer at the time. I was on my computer laptop, and I took the camera. I was just recording on that camera, and I just started talking about the tea. And I had already went through the process. I inserted the pictures, inserted the clips on what I think it was like a 14-day cleanse. I had inserted the pictures, and I just let it rip from there. I think that video got me at least like 30,000 views. And I was shocked at the time, because I'm like, oh, dang, like that's what happened. But remind you, this was in like 2020, it was like 2014, 2015. So this is a while ago, but that's what happened. And then that's when the hair thing kind of took off throughout time, because I started, trying to figure out what I needed to do with my hair. What was I going to do with my hair? It's like, let me pivot. Now we go into the hair reviews, because I'm like, what am I going to do with my hair? The easiest thing to do with my hair at the time was wigs, sew-in. So I say, you know what? I'm going to start buying affordable wigs, because guess what? I cannot afford all of this hair that people is putting on the internet at the time. Queen's version Remy or whatever the hottest hair was at the time, I couldn't afford it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start with where I am. That is a gem. Start with where you are. Don't try to pretend to, go out here and buy all this high price stuff and try to get brand deals with somebody who is out of your league or out of your budget. You want to start where you are. So if you can afford something that's $10, buy something that's $10 and then make sure that it's something that is popular, that everybody is interested in. And even if it's not something that's popular that somebody is interested in, be an innovator. Put that video out and say, look, this is the best thing smoking and it's only $10. Now you got something where people are interested in getting it because it's cheap, is in their budget, is in their range, and they ready to rock out. So again, you always want to start where you are. If you don't have an idea on what it is that you want to produce, where it is that you want to start, another helpful tip is going to be whatever you've been consuming on social media. For instance, I stopped consuming hair content, fashion content, all that stuff a long time ago. 2020, I was having difficulty within my relationships. And so that's on all scales. I'm talking about family, I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about romantic partners. I was having the issue of relationships. So I said, you know what? I keep going through the same thing over and over again. It's a cycle at this point. I'm tired. I'm aggravated. It came from a pain point of me trying to figure it out. I said, okay, now what do I do? How do I fix this? How do I get the solution to my problem? So I started doing a lot of digging. I started reading a lot of books. I read so many books. I have so many relationship books now just because of that. So I went and I purchased all these books. I started reading. I started watching so many podcasts about relationships. However, that's what I consumed for the past 4 years. So a lot of stuff I know about relationships. Even in 2020, I took a stock options class. So I know about stock options. I've consumed a lot of content about stock options. So that's where my focus is, even a lot of content about crypto. So I know about investing. These are things that I did over time and I did daily, even if it was a little 10%, even if it was something. And so guess what? Now my content could be focused around those things because that is a skill. Those are skills and that's something that I know. These are relationship and communication skills that I now have because I've taken the time to put in the work. So even sometimes, that's why they saying that the vlogs are not working for people because you're basically just running around on your day to day and, oh, I just got coffee. I just went to the grocery store. Yep, just left Target again. It's like people are not interested in that. You have to provide value in some type of way. How am I making somebody's life easier, or how am I contributing to somebody's life? Am I inspiring them? Am I educating them? Am I entertaining them? Which one of the three are you doing? And I think there's another one, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you have to provide value in some type of way where you keep somebody coming back. So that's another tip. Another tip that I've learned is consistency. Now, I think I said something about consistency earlier, but when it came to consistency with my first channel, I was very consistent and I was consistent in a way that worked for me because I was a college student. So at the time, I still had to make sure that I was getting things done in my life that I needed to get done. But it doesn't take much. All it takes for you to be disciplined and wanting to make sure that, hey, I'm going to dedicate this time and date to do this. And then if I don't do it, guess what? I'm going to transfer it over. So say I'm going to do this on Monday at 1:00. If you don't get it done today on Monday at 1:00, guess what? I'm going to transfer it over to Tuesday. Get a pen, write it down. Say, okay, I'm going to get it done on Monday. If I don't get it done on Monday, I'm going to transfer it over to Tuesday. Tuesday come, you do the same thing. You repeat the same pattern. You trying to break this habit. Guess what? Transfer it over to Wednesday. Now Wednesday come. Now it's like, okay, dang, I'm tired of myself now at this point. Now I might as well just get up and do it. I might as well get it done because this is the third day I done said I was going to do it. So let me go ahead and get up and do it. Once you build the habit to just get shit done, oh, it's going to be a flow. It's going to be just, you just getting it done. You just consistent. You just going. But you have to start small and you have to start somewhere. Don't just give yourself too much to do and now you're overwhelmed. And you have to create fun around it. Since I've been back on YouTube and I've been doing these videos, I've been creating fun around it. I've been saying, you know what, this is helping somebody. I'm having fun. Like I want to be in front of the camera. I want to talk because it allows me not only to just get the message out, but it also allows me to see my growth and where I am and see, okay, dang, I thought, I had to show up this type of way, but people are responding to me. People like what I'm putting out. People like what I'm doing. So it makes you want to go harder even more because you see in the results and you have to be thankful. Even if you get, I think my first video on this channel, I got 0 views and I was asking my family to help me to get like 2 views or 3 views or whatever. And then I posted like a video on Instagram, but I had to say, you know what? I'm going to keep showing up even if I don't get these views, even if I don't get anything in return. I'm just going to keep showing up and helping the people that need to be helped. So I'll be back to give y'all some more gems, but those are a few that I wanted to give y'all. And I thank y'all for tuning into this video. Let me know down in the comments what has been helping you to grow. If you haven't started your channel yet, I hope this advice helped. I hope you could take something from it. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me again. And I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.